YouTube, what's up? It's your buddy Tillerman7OH coming at you with another episode of Smoke Showing. I believe this is number 18. This is going to be just a kind of a quick review of a tobacco and a little bit of house cleaning that we had. For those of you that have been following, I'm up to 119 subscribers, so thank you very much for that. That being said, I'm also going to announce a GAW. So I'm at about 120 subscribers now. I'm thinking I'm going to make the official announcement around 125, and then I'll have the drawing at 150 is what I'm thinking. I'll have a 150 subscriber GAW. So I'll post it and say this is like the pre-announcement, and then about 125 I'll have some of the directions as to how you can enter in there and go that route. But it's going to be pretty simple. It's going to be for domestic watchers, US only. Like I said, the shipping's just a little kind of crazy to go overseas. But so again, thanks for your continued support and your questions and notes of encouragement and whatnot. It's great. It's a beautiful day here in Cincinnati. So I'm going to do a review of one of the tobaccos I just showed you guys in my last score that I got. A little Edward G. Robinson. I like this tobacco. This is probably, I don't know, I'm probably 5 or 6 bowls into it now. And I have to say, I got it after listening to one of the Pipe and Tamper's recent post that he had on his podcast. He had a guy on there that was talking about how his favorite blend was one of the Edward G. And I had heard about it before, and he said it was kind of a gentle English crossover sort of thing, and thought I would give it a shot. It is, let me read it here. It says a subtle aromatic with a naturally smooth burly nuttiness and flavored black Cavendish taste. Fruity plum notes are given a plush or flavor push from with a hint of Latakia. For those of you, I tried the half and half. That's a heavy burly blend. I didn't love it, so I was a little hesitant, and then to start kind of pushing beyond that versus the straight aromatics, which is what I have started off with and enjoy smoking primarily. And then I contacted the Godfather a while back, as you guys may recall from my other postings, Matches, and asked him his opinion as to, hey, what can I use as kind of a gateway into the Englishes and whatnot. And he suggested the HGL, Lane Limited HGL. And I've been enjoying that a lot. It gives them it's got a good room note to it from what I can tell and from what I've heard from other folks, which is really the part that kind of bums me out about the English, is that most of those don't have what I would refer to as a pleasant room note. I'm not saying the flavor's not there, I'm just saying the room note isn't what I would like it to be, for especially those who are kind of iffy about smoke and whatnot. So, but this one, the Edward G, it reminds me a lot of that HGL. It's a burley blend. I get a little bit of that fruity plum that's in there, very subtle. It does have some Latakia in there, but it is not a lat bomb. It's not gonna knock you down or make you second guess yourself. The HGL, when you smell it, I mean, like I said, I smelled that on the porch when I arrived home that day. I could smell it through the box, and I was super nervous that it was going to be way too much for me, but it ended up being great. Matches was right. Don't question his taste when he gives you some advice on things. But this one also a very gentle, kind of a pleasant smoke. I do get a little spicy note, which I think some have, they said that they get a cinnamon flavor. Perhaps that's what I'm picking up in it. It's just an ever so slight spicy note that's in there. Smoking it in my Series 3 Savinelli 9mm filtered. It's a 644. Got it from Eddie at the Pipe Nook. And I got my Karabi also from Eddie Gray at the Pipe Nook. So this lighter is legit. It's pretty good. It's a soft flame butane lighter. I've had just a Zippo with a butane insert, and it was not good. That is decent, but anyway, check out the Edward G. Pretty good. It's I guess you would call it an aromatic, or I call it a crossover. Again, it's a very gentle smoke. You can get a lot more flavor of the tobacco coming through in that versus the aromatics. You do get a little sweetness from that Cavendish, and just a smoky, subtle hint, maybe a little bit of spice from that Latakia. So give yourself a trial. Let me know what you think about it. But like I'd say, I would chalk that up with HGL, and I think I'll continue to rotate those two around as my go-to until I find my my go-to English. I'm thinking that I might play around with the Boswell's Northwoods. I've heard some good things about that, but I'm going to think it's probably going to fall right into the same kind of category as these. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Haven't smoked it yet or anything like that. But anyway, spread the word. Let everybody know there's going to be a GAW coming up, and there'll be more information on that in the future. Again, thank you for watching, and this is Tillerman 7 out tapping another episode of Smoke Showing. See ya!